SlL harassed me for dating her brother after his divorce, then sent me a bridesmaid invitation as an apology. It turns out she was forced by her mom to save her dream wedding. Hello everyone, I'm 26 years old and Kyle, who is 34, and I are getting married soon and expecting our first baby. We've been in a relationship for 7 months, and the baby was a surprise for both of us. The problem, since the beginning of our relationship, has been Kyle's sister, Bella, who is 36. Kyle and I were introduced by his younger brother, Victor, who is 27, during Kyle's divorce process. Kyle had been separated from his wife for over a year, and I had just ended a long-term relationship. We started talking and eventually became friends with benefits, as neither of us wanted a relationship immediately. He had started treating his depression, and I had recently changed my medication for anxiety as well. Months later, his divorce was finalized, and 2 months after that, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I accepted. 1 month into our relationship, he arranged a family dinner. Since I already knew his brother and mother, I met Bella there. Bella began harassing me in every possible way, criticizing my accent, my clothes, my hair, trying to make me look stupid, all in a passive-aggressive manner. Both Kyle, his brother, and mother defended me, but Bella got offended and left early. Since then, Kyle and I have had limited contact with Bella. She is still best friends with Kyle's ex-wife, and being the control freak she is, she thinks Kyle shouldn't have divorced his ex. To me, this was bizarre. For months, she spread a rumor that I was Kyle's affair partner and the reason for his divorce. She told everyone in our social circle, and it eventually reached us, which was ridiculous. Kyle ended his marriage due to personal issues. There was no infidelity. We didn't even know each other when he started the divorce process, and I was still with my ex at the time. This rumor persisted for about 4 months despite our denials. She even spread it to their extended family, and it spread so far that it reached my grandparents. The situation became so complicated that Kyle's mother, a woman of impeccable reputation, had to publicly refute the lies her daughter had created. After this, we decided to cut Bella off completely, avoiding places where she would be. Still, she continues to lie about me, claiming I cheated on my ex, that he cheated on me, and that I told Kyle to cut off his ex completely. I never commented on his relationship with his ex, nor did I want to be with Victor. His long-term girlfriend is my best friend. She calls me promiscuous and says I'm only after Kyle's family money. We have similar financial situations. The worst thing she said about me was that if my mother abandoned me, no man would want me. My mother has schizophrenia and borderline personality disorder. My father divorced her after she stopped treatment and tried to kill me, and yes, she abandoned me after that. I'm pregnant, and we recently found out I'm not yet 12 weeks along, but Kyle told his brother and best friend. His best friend told his wife, who then told Bella. Bella always hosts events, and at the last one, she made sure her friends told Kyle's ex Kyle didn't want kids before, and now Bella and his ex are spreading rumors that I'm just a rebound and that my relationship with Kyle won't last. They say that when his ex finds someone new, Kyle will crawl back to her. Now, I'm afraid this might be true. I can't take it anymore. I'm exhausted. Kyle and I hardly talk to his family, and still, she doesn't stop. She wants me to disappear and for Kyle to leave me. All I really want is for my baby to grow up in a healthy environment. I don't want a broken home like the one I had, and this petty woman won't even let me try. I am not a home-wrecking monster. I just fell in love with someone who loves me back. So how do I deal with this? What should I do? I don't want to cause more trouble. I don't want to be what she says I am. Update 1. I'm 26, engaged, and our relationship is pretty recent, but we're expecting a baby 9 weeks. I had to switch my meds for GAD because of the pregnancy, on the doctor's advice, and my crazy sister-in-law has been making my life hell. After a rumor from my sister-in-law, everyone's calling me a rebound, and I'm starting to believe it. I've never been the other woman, but I met my future husband during his divorce, and we got involved. Even so, it feels like I wrecked his 12-year marriage, like I'm some home wrecker who ruined everything. His ex is beautiful, elegant, has everything figured out, and she's one of the best in her field. How can I not feel insecure? I don't know how I didn't feel insecure before. He has a career, he's financially stable, and he's got everything sorted out, and I'm a mess. I want to be a pediatrician, but I don't know how to do that now that I'm pregnant. I don't know if I should drop out of med school. I haven't got it together, and I'd never marry me, let alone have a family. Why would anyone have a kid with me? My mom has BPD and schizophrenia. She almost killed me when I was 4, and then she ran off and never talked to me again. What if I turn out like her? I'm scared every day of getting PPD and not being able to love my baby, not being able to take care of him. I'm afraid I might try to hurt him. Sometimes I think it'd be better to give my baby to my fiancé, and maybe he could raise him with his ex. They'd be the perfect family, and I could disappear like my mom did. Then I hate myself for thinking that, but I love my fiancé, I love my baby. I hate myself because I can't tell my fiancé any of this. I'm scared, again, of being a rebound and him finally realizing it, not wanting me anymore, not me or the baby. Or worse, he'll take my baby and go back to his ex. I didn't feel like this before. I've always been anxious, but never this insecure. I don't know what's happening to me. Additional info. Regarding why my fiancé got a divorce, it's complicated. It's basically about his mental health. He told me he married her because it was the right thing to do, not because he loved her. They'd known each other forever and ended up getting married really young. It took him a long time to realize this because he was dealing with depression and thought that lack of feeling was just part of being depressed. During his treatment, he figured out he didn't love his ex, that he was just going through the motions to meet his dad's expectations. He had a really abusive relationship with his dad, and he thought it was only fair to both him and his ex to ask for a divorce. Update 2. Hey everyone, I posted here a while back, and it helped me rethink some past situations. Now I need advice on my current situation. I have a terrible relationship with my sister-in-law. She's best friends with my fiancé's ex and hates that I'm ruining her best friend's life. There was never any cheating or flirting while my fiancé was with his ex, but it got to the point where I had to contact a lawyer to get her to stop harassing and verbally abusing me. After the cease and desist letter, she was quiet for a while. Last weekend, she sent me a box with gifts, drinks, food, some makeup, and an invitation to be one of her bridesmaids. She wrote a long letter asking if I would accept this honor as an apology for everything she did. The problem is, I'm actually considering accepting to see if we can at least coexist without pointless fights. On Saturday night, I showed the invite to my fiancé and said I was thinking about it, and it led to a huge argument. My fiancé holds a big grudge against his sister and really doesn't want to talk to her ever again. But I want our baby to grow up in a big, happy family, even if it means making some sacrifices. He said he wasn't invited to be a groomsman and thinks it's just an excuse for my sister-in-law to call me a keeper, like a pet or something. I ended up saying I was tired of my naivete because it always ends up hurting us, as I assume the best of people. I went to my stepmom's after the fight and didn't know what to do. I came back home Sunday night after getting advice from my dad and stepmom. I tried to ignore it and move on, but just the fact that she sent something caused a huge fight between my fiancé and me. I want to resolve this in the best way possible. I'm starting my second trimester, and everything feels more difficult and exhausting. Kyle and I are both tired lately, and my pregnancy hasn't been the easiest. We're working extra and dealing with the stress of parenthood and marriage. I don't want the fact that we want to handle things differently to cause problems between us. I really want to create a space